Go.
I'm here with Sergio Pena, a NASCAR driver, college student. So Sergio, why did you decide to be a NASCAR driver?
Well, when I was 8 years old, my dad actually got me into racing. He used to race when he was a kid, and he actually raced dirt bikes. So I started off in dirt bikes, and then I started wanting to jump and stuff. And when I started wanting to do that, my dad was like, "No way, you're gonna get hurt." So he got me a go-kart, and ever since then, I've been slowly progressing up through the ranks.
So, how did you get into NASCAR?
I got into NASCAR actually recently. Before that, I did like formula cars, kind of like IndyCar type cars. I got into NASCAR because I'm too tall for those other cars. They're really small, and you got to be a really short guy to get into them. And I'm 6'3", so it's hard to fit in them. So we chose NASCAR. We got a really good opportunity with the Drive for Diversity program, and so they've just been helping me out with the ride.
Alright. So, how is it like to be a NASCAR driver college student?
It's definitely tough. I didn't think it would be as hard as it actually is. I know high school it wasn't too bad, just because everything is pretty much in school. Almost, high school, 90% of the work is in class instead of out of class. So I can manage both of them really good. College has been really tough. As you know, over 50% of the time you spend doing work is outside of the classroom, and I miss a lot of school. I've missed probably 15 days so far this year, just like full days, going all over the place. So it's tough, but I'm going to continue to do as long as I can. I'll do both as long as I can, and then if for some reason it comes down to I have to choose one of the two, I'll definitely stick with racing and come back to college later on to finish out.
Alright. So, is there a phrase or word NASCAR drivers use like a lot?
Yeah, we have a bunch of them. A lot of people can't understand. Especially describing the way the car's handling. We have tight. We say tight is when the car it's not turning very good. Loose is when the back is sliding. I don't know. There's a lot of lingo between like the driver and then there's a spotter also. And the spotter kind of tells you what's going on around you. And so they'll kind of like have their own little lingo, so they don't have to talk so much because the driver's trying to focus the whole time. So they'll come up with little catchy phrases to say things.
So, what is a typical NASCAR driver?
Used to be just your good old redneck. But no, it's changing a lot now. We're trying to, like the team that I race for, the Drive Diversity program, we're trying to get minorities, women, everyone, just a more broad range of fans and drivers as well. So the typical NASCAR driver it's beginning to change, and so hopefully there won't be a typical NASCAR driver just because there will be a lot of diversity within it. But right now, there's a lot of young kids coming up. It used to be a lot of older guys, that would do it as a hobby and eventually make it into something that they were good at. Now it's beginning to be like kids that are really young, starting out, like I said, like when I was 8. There's kids that start out driving when they're like 5, and so it's just getting younger and younger.
Alright. So, are you like a big figure for the Drive Diversity, like you mentioned?
Yeah, this is my 3rd year with the Drive Diversity program, and I wouldn't be racing without them, so they've helped me out so much. But yeah, actually, my teammate, his name's Darrell Wallace Jr., he's actually got signed to Joe Gibbs Racing, so he'll be moving on there, and I guess I'll take over his spot. So I think this year I'll be getting the best equipment on the team, and that'll be good for me, so hopefully I can represent them well and represent the sport well. So, yep.
Alright. Well, that's it. I appreciate your time, and I wish the best for you in the future.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
That's it.
Yeah, thanks.